Alright guys, this video tutorial is to show you how I caught my fish, and I'm going to show you two rigging methods, and they're probably like the most basic or most commonly used out there, and they're very effective. So let's get started. First of all, this is a spinning reel and this is a casting reel. I believe this is a 7-footer medium rod, 10-pound test line, and this is a medium heavy bait caster with a 30-pound braided line. The reason why I use this is because different setup. It's lightweight. It's I usually have this set up for a drop shot or a wacky rig, and I go to the bait caster mainly for a Texas rig, flipping and pitching for a creature bait, and mainly if I'm going through the woods or any rough structures out there. This is what I use. Okay, if you haven't used a bait caster before, I suggest that you practice first. Don't buy one and go out there and fish right away and expect that you're gonna succeed, because you're gonna fail and you're gonna be frustrated. It takes a lot of practice to use this, and the reason why I use it is because I can target like tight areas, holes, pockets, especially if I'm like there's a cover that has a lot of woods, fallen objects or whatever like that it's hard to do with a spinning reel. That's what you use, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can easily blow up your spool or your line and create a bird's nest, and you're done. That's it. So I suggest you practice first. Alright guys, let's get started with the drop shot rig. And I'm gonna use is a size 1 or 1/0, I don't know, 1/0, 1/8 of an ounce drop shot weight. I believe a 4 inches plastic worm with a tail. This color pretty much mimics a bait fish like shad, bluegill, because it has those colors. So the way you rig this thing is you want to tie this hook up here, give yourself about like maybe no more than 12 inches up right here, no more than 12 inches, and you want this hook to be tied on there and stay like that, or like this. You don't want it like that, you don't want this like that. You pretty much want this as much as parallel to the ground as you can, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I don't know the name of the knot, but you can look up YouTube and you'll see a bunch of tutorial on that. So alright, let's go through the hole, come back to it all the way through. Alright, give yourself about, I don't know, a foot. Okay. And you tie this thing just like a regular overhand knot. Now grab that loop and you want to go over and under. Grab that end of your lower line where you're gonna attach your weight. Okay, you want that to go back over in the hole at the top, not the bottom, at the top right here, because you want that hook to stand up as much as possible. Like I said, parallel to the ground, right? There you go. So that's gonna stand up like that. Got your drop shot weight right here. So regular knot, nothing special. go. Now to hook this bait, you're just gonna do a nose hook. So you're gonna hook it right at the nose. You give yourself about like 1/8 of an inch down from the nose. Oh, the light turned off. Come on, man. Okay. And you run that hook through. Not all the way though, just to the nose. That's why they call it a nose hook. And then you go and stop right when you feel the point of that hook. That's as far as you can go. Okay. There's your drop shot weight. So the idea is when you cast this thing out in the water, and as it falls, right, of course the weight is gonna be the one to go down first, and it's gonna drag your lure or your bait down to the bottom like this. And while it's dropping, this tail right here is, you know, it's moving like that. It's dancing, right? So when that bait is moving its tail like that, it's twerking, it's gonna get someone's attention. It's gonna, you know, it's calling for those bass. They're like, hey, check me out, I'm a sexy shad, right? So once it settles in on the bottom, you wanna try to keep it, you know, like moving. So this is, well, the water is constantly moving anyways, right? It's not always, you know, stagnant, or I don't know. I guess there should be some type of movement in the water. But the main idea is you want this to like move in the water. So you pop the tip of your rod once in a while, maybe 3 or 4 pops, and this thing will, you know, move up and down like that. It's gonna mimic a bait fish, and with its sexy color and its flashy, you know, flakes, that's calling out for a bass to like smash it. Now let's move on to a Texas rig on a bait caster. Right, for that one, I use a peg, a 3/16 tungsten weight, bullet weight, 3/0 Yamagatsu hook. And this is my go-to bait for Texas rig, because this one kind of mimics a crawdad or a crayfish. The color, it's a green pumpkin with red flakes. So that red flakes right there kind of mimics your crawdad. And it has these appendages right here, or these tails right here, that kind of look like crawdad's pinchers. So when this thing falls in water, it's gonna stand up like that. And these right here will just give an extra, you know, lifelike action that will catch the fish attention. All right, let's start with a peg. So this peg basically is just to stop my bullet weight from going all over the place. I want it to, you know, to move from one point to another and be able to control it. See right there. With a 3/0 Yamagatsu hook. Back to the hole, right there. From here, it's just a regular overhand knot. Here's how you rig it. You rig it from the, I don't know, these tentacle-like things on here. About an 8 through, out. Then you slide that all the way to the shank. Well, and you pretty much just measure the end of this hook to your bait. That's where you're gonna hook it. I mean, that's where you're gonna strike that hook through. Right about there. There, it's nice and straight. Okay, now you need to bury that hook into the skin just a little bit, so that way you won't get snagged. You know, you won't catch anything in the water like woods or grass if you have that exposed like that. So you want to skin that. Just bury it into the skin just like that. So now, if you run through anything in the water, like a branch or a piece of wood or anything, you can just slide off pretty easily. I want my peg to be just right, like right there. I don't want it all the way, you know, like blocking. I want a little bit of motion right there, so when you set that hook, this thing right here will shoot up like that. That's when you hook the top of the mouth. And when you hook the top of the mouth, that's what you want. That's a sure hook right there. You can't go anywhere with that one. That's the reason why you want that play right here. That's the reason why you want that peg right there. Okay, so the basics of bass fishing. No, well, just the rigging part. Okay, Texas rig with a creature bait. You got a drop shot rig. Drop shot right here. I just saw 2 bass roaming around and they totally ignored the first bait that I had, so I'm gonna change it up with this to see if they're interested. It worked, guys. We got one. Oh, this one is angry. Don't come off, don't come off, don't come off. Oh, yeah. Alright. On the drop shot, guys. Yeah, they liked it, that one. Alright, that's number 1 for you. Drop shot with that. Look like a shad imitation plastic worm. Alright, here we go. That looks like a pound. Alright, let's do this again. Number 2 on a drop shot, baby. Whew. It's been like what, 15 minutes or less? I'm already my second one. Man, this thing worked wonders, man. Number 2 on a drop shot. Nice. Man, this is fun. Man, if you haven't fished for largemouth yet, man, you gotta get into it. This is so much fun. Man, look at that beautiful fish right there. Yes. Oh man, I'm on number 3. Number 3, guys. So I ended up catching a bass, and I caught a freaking wood at the same time, and it was like a tug of war, you know. But I was hoping that he would break free on his own, but luckily I was able to hoist him out of there. So there's number 3 for you guys. para membuat Yamamoto creature bait. Alright, buddy. Oh. Alright, man. See you next time.